everybody? This is JW with JW's Music Experience. This is Triple Threat. We're outside the Hitch with a badass, I wouldn't say new, but newish band y'all may have heard of called PYRATE with a Y. Not an I, a Y. These guys are badass. I saw them first when they had their first live show at the Hi-Ho. They opened up for She Might Be a Beast. I love She Might Be a Beast, but in my view, I think they just blew them out the water. But She Might Be a Beast is still kick-ass. It's still my number 3 on my list, though. But anyway, so these guys, we're going to start over here on the right. How you doing, sir? Could you introduce yourself, and what do you do in the band?
My name is Jamarcus. I'm kidding. It's Taylor. My nickname is Chewy. I play guitar in the band.
Chewy.
Yep.
Guitar.
What's up? I'm Nate. I play the drums.
Nate, drums.
What up? I'm Logan. I play bass and sing vocals.
Logan, bass and vocalist. How you guys doing, man? This first time playing the Hitch, huh?
My first time, yeah.
First time out here in,
I think you played here.
Yeah, I played here at my old band.
well.
Who's your band?
Yeah.
The Screech.
The Screech. The Screech. That's where I know you from.
Screech.
I knew. I was like, I know this guy. Yeah, the Screech.
Yeah.
Still got his Rougarou beer from the Melon Beer Fest that I haven't opened yet.
Hell yeah.
That bitch is 1,000 years old. Okay, so, gentlemen, this is Triple Threat. I asked you 3 questions, however long it takes to answer, how long the interview lasts. You guys ready? All right, so start over here. Sir, can you describe your musical journey, what led you to the metal rock genre?
Yeah, so I started playing guitar and whatnot, and then I kind of gravitated towards this genre from VH1 Classic when I was a kid.
VH1, before the pop-up, huh?
Yeah, so it was the summer. It was like the first summer I didn't have to go to summer camp, and I was like, oh, what the fuck is this? And it was like Skid Row, like Monkey Business, and I was like,
the
dude, this shit's
VH1 went to the
badass.
pop-up shit, and it's been downhill since.
So yeah, VH1 Classic, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Cool deal. What about you, Mr. Nate?
No, I just started playing the drums in school bands. I mean, just making my way through all music school. I went to college for music and all that. I just landed on rock and metal because it's all I've ever listened to. It's all I've ever wanted to play. Glad to finally do it.
You do a damn good job, sir.
Thank you, sir.
What about you, Mr. Logan?
I also had a school background in music, high school, did some college, and then I heard a bass player named Jaco Pastorius, and never looked back. And then I heard a singer named Ronnie James Dio, and I never looked back. So that's a big influence of mine.
Well, look, let me ask you a question. Dio, Ozzy, big controversy. Who's best? I think they were each great for their own time and their own songs. What do you think?
I love Ozzy to death, but he can't perform or out-sing Dio. I'm sorry.
Well, you know.
That was a solid choice for Sabbath during that time. Also, like Robin, what's his last name?
Trower?
No,
That's the guy from Yes.
yeah, no.
Rob Halford?
No, the guy that's singing that Sabbath series for Headless Cross. What's his name?
Frick, what's his name?
Yeah, the Headless Cross Sabbath guy. That guy was amazing as well.
Headless Cross Sabbath.
Yeah, I feel ashamed for not knowing his name.
Well, it was Ray Gillen, but he got fired, and then he went to Badlands, which is also fucking sick. But
Okay.
yeah, I forgot that guy's name. Tony Martin.
Tony Martin.
Tony Martin.
Yes, Tony
Tony Martin.
Yeah.
That's it.
But or is he the fretless guy from Blue Murder? I don't know.
But that's Tony Franklin.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Then there's Tony Iommi.
We don't know. We don't know what we're talking about. Don't listen.
I just sit here and listen to y'all, man. It's cool.
Don't listen.
It's cool.
Yeah, that's kind of like a lot of our influences
All right, guys.
together, and there's some other stuff. I mean, I grew up listening to like ska and reggae and all kinds of.
I like a little reggae. Ain't no wrong with that.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that, right?
Yeah, I like all.
some groovy stuff.
Like I said, I miss everything from Sesame Street to Bach, bro. So you know,
Yeah, that's right.
that's what I'm talking about.
That's right.
All right, so we'll start to get over here. Second question. Could you tell me some of your background as far as now you're the bass guitarist. How do you like sync up with the drums, or how do you sync up with the guitar? How do you kind of what's your secret sauce, bro?
Well, my opinion is it starts with the drums. You gotta have a badass drummer. Nate's a badass drummer.
He is a good drummer.
And you gotta have time. And for me, I kind of grew up in percussion, so I started with percussion. The bass translates to percussion pretty well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
So you already had an inside view of the drummer's thing.
Yeah, but guys,
okay, that's cool.
Listen to the drummer.
Listen to the drummer is the heartbeat of the band.
That's the heartbeat.
Yes. What about you, Mr. Nate? Could you do the same thing, but as far as the drums, how you can stay in sync with the guitar and the bass?
Yeah. I mean, we always try to just write together and like make each other happy with like how we're doing everything. Like, I don't know, just going over all the hits and everything. just keeping it tight, keeping it right, you know?
I mean, do you guys like, okay, let's come up with a beat. Do y'all start with the drums or do y'all start with the guitar? How do y'all get that first beat going?
I feel most of it comes from the guitar riffs.
The guitar?
Is usually the starting point, and then I'll throw on some drums and we'll get the bass and the drums locked in together.
Sweet, sweet. Yeah. What about you, sir? What about you and the guitar? How do you kind of keep pace with these two epic humans over here?
So I'm the worst musician in this group. So
Oh,
I
Lord.
have to listen to them.
Oh, yeah?
Or else I'm just toasting all
Why
over
would
the
you
place.
say that you're the worst musician in the
It
group?
was just comic relief.
Okay, just making
yeah.
sure, man. I'm just saying, because you are a badass guitar.
But you're only as good as your drummer. So, you know, yeah, Nate is incredible over there. Logan is a phenomenal musician. So, I mean,
Yeah,
it's like, you know, like laying bricks down or something. It starts with Nate on the ground, and then Logan's like that stuff in the middle, then you got the guitar on top, you
the
know?
Oreo, man.
Yeah.
You're the Oreo, Nate.
I'm an Oreo.
You're the cream, bro. You're the cream.
Jesus. God, who says that?
It's just cookies.
Yeah, it's just cookies and creams, man. Cookies and creams.
Yeah, man.
Well, I know another band that just calls it peas and carrots, so I guess cookies and creams is a little bit better.
Cream is another big influence for us.
Yeah, Cream's sick.
You know, I've heard of the band say cream.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh, dude, that was
Great.
Van Halen's favorite band. But when Clapton switched to Strats, it was just never the same again. I hate to say that. But,
yeah, well, you know, things evolve and change with time.
yeah.
Okay, third and last question. I'll let you guys get back to because I know y'all got to do sound check and all this other shit. So, has there been any obstacles in your journey as a musician?
Yes.
Like I said, you don't have to say anything you don't want to talk about, but you know.
Yeah, there's definitely been obstacles. I've been in a handful of bands, 5 or 6, and you start one with your best childhood bud, and it doesn't work out, and when people choose other avenues, and you have your hopes up here, and then financially,
Oh yeah, money's always a
stuff
good thing.
like that. Yes, there's always obstacles. Yeah. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory in my opinion. If you just even follow bands or look up some of your favorite heroes and stuff. I mean,
yeah.
the fucking Beatles broke up, so shit happens, So there's
Yeah.
obstacles, yeah. But as long as you all come on the same page together and stuff, yeah, you're rock and roll, man.
Cool, dude. Cool.
Yeah.
What about you, sir?
I agree with everything he just said. Like,
That's awesome.
I mean, everybody gets their own obstacles. Like, sometimes you're in a group where personalities just don't mesh and it doesn't work out. But we got a good thing going here. Yeah.
Oh, y'all definitely got some chemistry, man. Y'all got some good chemistry going on.
He's some good
For sure.
dudes.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Mr. Logan?
Obstacles?
Obstacles?
Yeah,
Anything
sure.
that kind of get in your way? It don't have to be personal. It could be
No, not at
professional.
all. I'd say the biggest obstacle, at least from what I've seen other friends, musicians, and including myself,
Damn, handshake.
at least for a musician, here, I'll try to shake with you, is, I feel like we get in our own way the most. So you're going to feel like you want to give up, you want to stop doing it, you want to put it up, hang it up, sell your stuff. Just don't, That's like fear letting into your what you want to do and what you like to do. And yeah, I'd say that's the biggest obstacle.
That's
for
a
most
great
people.
answer. See, the reason why I asked that question is because there's other bands out there. They go through obstacles. They may see this and say, well, a band like Pirate, they kind of experienced the same thing we did, and this is how they overcome it. So, kind of let the other bands that just starting out know that, you're not alone. There are going to be obstacles.
Absolutely.
You just got to keep pushing forward. Never give up.
And if you're looking within yourself before you start pointing fingers, otherwise, you're going to be much better off too, I believe.
Yep,
Hell yeah.
that's great advice right there, 100%.
Yep, hell yeah.
Start with yourself for sure. And
All right, gentlemen, here's the business part of the interview.
All right.
Y'all got anything y'all want to say to promote yourselves, promote your music, promote any shows, merch, whatever?
Yeah, we got 2 singles out right now. You can
Oh,
catch
2
on
singles?
all streaming platforms. Ways you like to find
Under
your music.
Pirate, P-Y-R-A-T.
Yeah, PYRATE. We got one song called Hurricane that we dropped first. We have another song called Silver and Gold. Those are both released to promote our upcoming album, which
Sweet.
we just recorded at OCD Studios. Super awesome team and guys over there.
Yeah.
Shout them out and
Hell yeah.
look forward to releasing it.
All right. You got any of course, y'all playing at the Hitch tonight. I don't know why nobody else is here. Where
That's
y'all
right.
at? But
Eat strawberries, man.
eating strawberries, I guess so. Is there any upcoming shows, anything like that you want to promote?
I think the bigger show we got coming up is
Checkpoint Charlie's.
Yeah.
Checkpoint Charlie?
First Friday of Jazz Fest with Ratchet Dolls out of Texas.
I've heard them before. Yeah.
And we'll also be playing a big biker rally in Gulfport at the end of May, on the 24th of May, with Drab.
I love Drab.
It's going to be at the
Love
Gulfport
Drag.
Dragway.
Yeah, Gulfport Dragway outside, big biker rally. Should be tons of
Yeah,
fun.
Gargut's a singer. Drab singer, Gargut's singer.
Yeah, Steve.
I love that dude,
Absolutely,
man. He's
man.
awesome.
Amazing singer, amazing guitar player. That whole band is sick.
Oh, yeah.
Honestly.
Drab's cool shit.
That'll be a good time, and yeah, just check us out. Follow us on all that stuff.
Follow us, and you'll always see our updates because I mean we have like 10 things booked right now. You know.
Oh, yeah, these guys, like I said, they've only been around for what, maybe about a year and a half, 2 years?
I'd say like
A little over a year.
A little over a
Years.
year, something like that.
Yeah, but these guys are all over the place, man. I've been trying to catch them every time I do. I'm either already going to another show or they're like way off in the distance somewhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, look, gentlemen, I know we gotta get you back inside so you can entertain this crazy rowdy crowd out here. But appreciate you, dude.
Hey, music video coming out soon. Full album as well.
Oh shit, music video, full album coming out soon.
For that.
That's
TBA.
right. I'm gonna be linking their Facebook page. Y'all need to follow them and keep up with them.
Yes.
All right, man. Thank you very much, guys. This is Pirate. This is your boy JW for J Music Experience, and we are out.